Are you going to buy something such as PLEX? Always enter code Aceface into the Creator Code tab here. This makes it so that 5% of the earnings go to me and doesn't cost you anything extra. I would appreciate it a lot. Hello everybody, my name is Aceface, I'm in Nullsec and I'm in a scythe. This is after an attack the Brave Empire has done on some unsuspected structures here in Nullsec. So what's happened is there's been a bit of drama occurring here in the Brave Collectives area of Nullsec. So I heard that there was a strategic op going on, like a special kind of operation in Nullsec. And I'm very rarely in these kind of operations. I often just chilling in HighSec, but I saw that there was stuff going on. I think, okay, let's be in it. It's a long time since I've ever done something like this. So I think, okay, let's give it a try. So here I am in the scythe. I was helping them with logistics, the people who like to heal people. And I actually didn't have to do too much work here. But the scythe is a pretty cheap ship, a simple ship to use for logistics. So I was here helping them out. So we've got a bit of footage here showing what happened. But briefly what happened is there's then a corporation that was in the adjacent systems here. They have then joined the Brave Collectives Alliance, and they were in the alliance, the new potential alliance member, and they have been causing a bit of problems. They had been using lots of expensive ships, throwing them, and died very, very, very quickly with them. And the thing is, usually, I mean, I don't really care about that kind of stuff, but in this new corporation, then there's a lot of people who've been just throwing ships of multi-billion isks, and then they were complaining at the Brave Collective for not helping them. But the Brave Collective says that they have been offering a lot of help, but they weren't taking it. They were wanting to do everything their own way. So there was a lot of friction there, and I think what made this whole destruction of their structures commence was there was a suspicion of maybe some kind of espionage going on. So then they were removed, and that's when it was time to destroy the structures. So we start off here, going for one of the industrial structures. See this Athenor here, so there's a big fleet here, and basically we're going to go here and reinforce the structure here. And this is a new thing for me because I've never done this with the new citadels. I've only done it once before with the customs offices. But the way it works is that when you have these structures, then you attack them, and then they've got the shields, they've got the armor, they've got the structure. So you can destroy one of them at a time. So in this case, we're doing the shields. So the idea here is that you destroy the shields, and then there's a time, a few days you have to wait, and then you can destroy the armor, and then there's a few more days, and there's destroy structure, and then when you destroy the structure, then the whole station blows up. So here we are in a big fleet, and we're going and attacking this Athenor. And there's not much stuff happening, but I'm in this logistics crew over here, following these basilisks and scimitar, and we're just chilling here. In case something were to occur where people are going to attack us, then we can be here to wrap them up. So we're just chilling around and putting our drones on this Athenor. And it's not a whole lot of stuff is happening. You're just chilling here around the sun, orbiting and waiting for the time to go. So you keep peppering on this Athenor here. It's pretty cool looking structure. Keep peppering on, and eventually you can see that the shield goes down, 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 and eventually we get to 0, and then that's where it's like reinforced, you could say. So we have to wait a few days. In this case, it was 3 days and like 20 hours something. So then we have to wait for that time, and then the 3 days later we come back and then we attack for the armor. So that's how these structures work. It's a completely new concept to me. I never heard about this, so you're learning new things all the time. So then this is structure number 1. Structure number 2 is the Astrahus here. So the Astrahus is then the next structure that was on the kill list, and it was the similar situation here. So we warp in, and then we've got all these DPS ships here, the Ferox Navy issues. They're going in, shooting the Astrahus, and then we're cruising around here with our scythes. So not a lot of stuff is happening. We're just here, again, orbiting around the sun in a very chill manner here. And eventually, then the shields wither down. You see that it takes a bit of time for the Astrahus because it felt like it was quite tanky. But eventually, we come closer down. You see the shields goes down, down, lower, down, and then eventually it's reinforced, so then you can't attack it anymore. See, and it disappears from your overview. So that's what I was doing here in this scythe. It was an interesting activity. Never done this before. Going around bashing these structures. Not really like very engaging activity, but I can see it being very interesting if there's going to be an opposing fleet there to try to stop you, which there could have potentially been, but in this case there wasn't. I think it was a little bit overwhelming force from the Brave Collective side here. So it was not so much a resistance, you could say, but if there was, it would have been a big brawl, and that's where the logistics ships came here to try to help them out. So we're using that a scythe bit here. Pretty cheap, only 30 million ISK. We'll see how it performs next time when we're actually able to use it. But this is what I was doing here. I wanted to show you guys there's some footage of this because first time I've ever done structure bashing in EVE before. And a little bit of quote-unquote faction drama here, or corporation drama with this alliance that can lead to consequences. That can lead to consequences. People need to get along, otherwise it's going to result in explosions. Next time, maybe it'll be a bit more action-packed if we go to either some of these structure bashings where we have some resistance fleets, or if we have maybe some more offensive operations, or where we're actively looking for people to face against some enemies of the Empire or the Brave Collective. So it might be a little bit more action next time. But I thought that this was still interesting to see, like a different side of EVE Online that I've never seen before. Also, it would be cool to see if we can maybe use a different type of ship some other time. I want to first start out using these T1 logistics cruisers, because in general, in my EVE Online career, I've never been using logistics cruisers at all. So I think it's good that I start out in the Tech 1, but then maybe in the future I can then use the Tech 2 logistics cruisers, because I actually can fly them, and I can fly them really well in terms of in-game skills. In terms of real-life skills, not so much. So it would be cool to see like the progression there as well, maybe using different higher and more advanced tier ships, because they do have a little bit more advanced techniques they're talking to me about, like how they're using cap chains and managing capacitors of other ships. The basic ships like this scythe that we're using is just like rep shields and that's it. You don't have to think too much more, but there are the more advanced ones that require managing of other people's capacitors, so that would also be really cool to check out sometime in the future. But I think we'll take it easy, one step at a time, use the basic stuff first, and then eventually we'll get that. Then we'll see if it's something for me. If Logi is not something for me, I'll go back to being the classic F1 monkey using using DPS ships. So that's it for now. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, please leave a like and subscribe. I'll catch you guys later.